Good morning. It's an early Sunday morning. It's 6 a.m. and I'm rucking. My goal is to do a little longer trip today. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got a couple of possible variations of it, but my goal today is to take a path that's along a canal. You've seen me do this before. However, I'm going to try and take it all the way to a nature center, and I believe it's like a 7-mile trip to there, and then I may try to make it back, which would put me at about 15 miles, or I may just decide to call for a ride at that point. We'll see. Haven't really decided. I've upped the weight. I have about 38 pounds on my back right now, total. I weighed myself just before leaving. I have a 30-pound weight. The backpack is about 5, and I have a liter of water, so that's like 2.2. So, and I do have a little thing of food. Put some granola in there, a little baggie of granola. So that's pretty much my supplies, and we're gonna walk along this canal. Today I walked a little further because the park isn't open yet, so I can't drive my car in here and park it because the gates aren't open. It's too early. So I just walked a little further and made my way over here. So that's kind of the plan for today. And well, this morning anyway. I know it's hard to see me. The sun should be up in about an hour. I wanted to try and get a jump on things because it's so hot and humid. Even though it's not the really hot time of year, it's still, to me, pretty hot and unbearable by the early morning hours, especially 10 or 11 o'clock. It's usually in the 80s already. So it's been pretty hot lately, in my opinion. It's not 100 degrees like it was during the summer, but it's still pretty hot. Well, this is the path I'm walking on. I know you can see it. It's a little hard to see, but it is lighter towards in that direction. The camera does a better view of making it even lighter. It's really darker than what it appears on the screen. The lights just went on across the canal. There's a park over there, and they all just flashed on. So it's giving me more light over here. My pack weighs exactly 38.6 pounds, and it is 75 degrees currently at 6 in the morning. So it's only going to get worse. There's a nice breeze though right now, so it's keeping me cool. They're showing about 4 miles an hour wind, so that's enough to at least keep the sweat evaporating. Anyway, I've got a long way to go on this canal path that they've turned into a park. Basically, they made a greenway, they're calling it, and this just follows the canal that's off to my left, which I think on some maps is actually titled as a river. I don't think I would call it a river, but you never know. But that's it. So my goal is to walk pretty much to a nature center, which I believe is about 7 miles away on the map. It's about 6:25 now. A little further along the trail. I've completed my first mile, plus a little more. I'm about 1.2 miles right now, and you can see the glow in the sky in the distance along with the clouds. So it is definitely twilight now. And soon the sun will be up, and unfortunately the temperature will be climbing, but it will be easier to see, which is a good thing. Although honestly, it's perfect right now. I can easily do anything I need to do without a flashlight or any additional light source. So there's enough glow in the sky. I wish it could just stay like this for a little while and let me walk. but unfortunately it's not going to. Still haven't seen anybody else on the street, which I'm kind of surprised at, but not at the same time being early Sunday morning. But occasionally I usually see a couple of bicyclists out or somebody, but haven't seen anybody. But it's great, usually because it's so quiet. There's definitely less traffic. It's been picking up now, but when I've gone out before, like at 4 in the morning or 4:30, it's just so nice and quiet and peaceful. And there's certain areas I go, you don't even see a car, which is nice. I'm along a road here, which is fairly busy. Well, now it's daylight for sure. It's very easily well lit up in the sky. It's further along. I've gone 2.26 miles. I just crossed over a major road. The last one I'll come to for a little bit. I think this goes at least like 2 miles or maybe longer before I have to cross the street again, which is nice. Nice straightaway. Finally saw some other people out here. 2 bicyclists passed me a moment ago. So this is what it looks like. Not much, but beautiful view of the sky coming up and the sun and those nice little I guess like rose colored. You got white, you got the blue, you got the gray from the clouds. It's 6:47. I'm further along, coming up on 2.5 miles, and across the way is a park. In the back, right next to that antenna, you can see there's a tent there. Someone is stealth camping. Just saw a tent flap move. So it's a good location actually to stealth camp because it's in the back of the park. You're along the water here, which I guess you could filter and use if you needed to. I don't know if it's a hiker, or a homeless person who just is pretty smart and staying out of the way of people. But yeah, first time I've ever seen that. So here I am walking now that you can see me, that the sun's come up enough. So just walking along this nice concrete path, which is both good and bad. Easy going, you can make good time, but at the same time, it's also a little harder on the legs and the knees than dirt would be. So, but we'll see how it works out. Got to say, a little while back there, my knee was kind of bothering me. So, but the right one and not the left one. So got me all sorts of worried. Hoping I didn't add too much weight and I'm not trying to do too much too soon. So we'll see how we're feeling. We might do a shorter distance and get a ride back, or I may go and try and go there and back, but it's going to start probably getting pretty warm soon. So I'll have to see how I'm doing. I don't want to go too much too fast, and that's been a problem in the past. And I also know I have not been really exercising and working out, so I'm not in good shape, I feel, to maybe do 15 miles with 38 pounds on my back. So we're gonna have to play it by ear. But anyway, that's the thought process going on right now. Honestly, I'd like to stop right now. There's a little further on, there's a Dunkin' Donuts and a McDonald's. If I really wanted to get hungry and stop off there, and I could definitely get a pickup. But we'll see. Try not to bother Mrs. Drew. Although I know she's already up. She was up when I left. Well, it's 7:15 and I just passed the 4-mile mark. And multiple people in this section walking their dogs, a couple of runners, and mostly bicyclists. But pretty much I have most of the time I'm by myself, just walking along. And the sun is around risen up over the buildings and the trees in the area. Morning. And bicyclist. And you can see the sun's on my face, in and out of sunlight. here, so it's starting to get a little warmer. That breeze that I had earlier, it seems to have also been hit and miss. Like right now I'm getting it. For a while there it was, you know, stagnant air where but there's a flag over here and it is blowing, so hopefully that breeze will keep going, because it definitely makes a big difference in the temperature, especially once the sun's shining on you. You really can feel it. Anyway, coming to a road finally. So it's been a nice stretch, probably over 2 miles, that I didn't have to worry about crossing a street. I don't know if I cross another street after this. I believe there's another road, a major road I crossed, but I think there's a bridge, or the canal goes underneath the roadway. I guess I'll find out if and when I get there. So we'll see. So I'm getting back to the trail. I did use the official crossing point, or the walkway. You're not supposed to walk across the street here. And they have a crosswalk, but you have to walk down the block, cross over, and then head back. So there's a park right over here too, which I could use, take a break. But I think I'm gonna press on. So I'm walking further along, about 4.6 miles in to my walk. I have probably at least 2.5 or so to go. And hopefully I will reach the park. It's a nature center that I'm aiming for. And then we'll decide about walking back or not. I'll see. Definitely feeling it now. I'm feeling a little sluggish. It's nice. I'm walking through a residential area. I've never been over here before, but it's nice. So I'm in and out of the shade and the sun. I have the canal on my left and homes and backyards on the right. So it gives me something to look at and, you know, preoccupy my mind. I finally remembered to turn on my headphones, and I'm listening to a podcast. So that's good, helping me distract myself from the walk and the time as it goes along. So I've crossed the next major road. The trail does not go underneath it, but instead you have to walk down a pretty long block to a crosswalk, the next street, cross over, and then walk back to the trail. So it's probably almost 2/10 of a mile out of your way. I'm just guessing, but it was pretty long. So, but I did walk it, and now I'm walking along the trail. The path here, it's still concrete. Canal is on my left again. I got houses and apartment buildings on the right. It's a little more populated here. This is what I'm seeing. So you can see here there's more apartments, not houses. It's like a little development, I guess. And I've decided, up ahead you can see there's a concrete barrier and a sign, and I think I'm going to take a little break there. Just a couple of minutes, maybe grab some water. Definitely going to get my food out of my pack, and I'll start snacking a little bit. Right now I'm at 5.7 miles, so pretty far in. I got like a mile, maybe a mile and a half to go before I hopefully reach the nature center, and I'm thinking about calling for a pickup there rather than walking all the way back, but we'll see. It's 8:05. I'm still walking eastbound. You can see there's a road up ahead right there. I've done 6.3 miles. This is the nature center, or my target really, that I was aiming for, on the right hand side behind the fence. The entrance is on that road and then a little bit further south. I'm gonna walk there, and then I think what I'm doing now is I've already set up, I possibly could have a ride, but I think what I'm gonna do is actually walk back this way a little bit, and then maybe I'll have my pickup take place in an area that's a little more populated, rather than coming out here, which is a little bit out of the way. It's 8:15. This is the entrance to the park. I've done 6.87 miles now, so it'll be like 6.9, so just about 7. I'm going to turn around once I reach the park entrance and head back on the greenway to another road, and then I'll probably arrange for a pickup. And sadly, someone's dumped their garbage here. Yeah, the sun's up now, as you can tell. I'm in the sun. Went through a little area was shaded, but you can definitely feel that heat once you get out here. And I'm gonna keep walking a little bit further to the actual drive-in entrance to the park. And here's the park entrance. It is closed because I'm too early, so I'm gonna head back. So I took advantage of this bench over here toward the end of the trail, and I'm just gonna take a couple minutes to rest here. I've gone like 7.1 miles so far. I think I'm gonna walk back to the next major road and see if I can arrange for a pickup there, and that'll probably call it for the day. It's still pretty early. It's not even 8:30, but definitely feeling it. Have to train a little bit more, obviously, with the extra weight. I'm definitely feeling the tiredness. Breakfast probably would have been good. I had a little bag of granola, probably not much, maybe 200 calories worth, and I'm gonna have a drink of water right now. Okay, I'm back walking again. I just took a brief break on that bench right over there. You can barely see it, and then behind me. But I'm walking. I made a phone call, called Mrs. Drew. She's gonna come meet me at the next road. I believe it's about a mile away. I told her to wait like 10 minutes and then start heading there. And if I have to wait for her, that's okay. Rather I wait for her than she waits for me. So I'm over 7 miles already. That should put me around the 8-mile mark. And I'm definitely feeling it today. Haven't been walking as far recently, so I think that's part of the problem. And also with the weight, I'm not used to carrying as much weight anymore because I dropped down probably about 6-7 months ago when I injured my knee. And the most I've been doing is 20-25 pounds. It's 8:40. I've gone, just reached over 8 miles. Still got probably a half mile to go, thereabouts, to reach my pickup point. And it's warm out here, and I'm definitely huffing and puffing. For a while, my heart rate was almost 140s. It's dropped down a little bit now, but I'm trying to make my way. That's when I took a break, and then now I'm moving again. And I just have to make it up to the major road, and then a little bit further down on the street, and that's where I'll get picked up. So I'll probably end up close to 8.5 miles for the day. So that's not bad. And I'll still have most of the day available to do whatever it is I want to do, which is a plus as well. Nice breeze over here. For a while it was getting really warm, and there's a little breeze in this area, so it's helping me cool off. A little further along, 8.32 miles. I'm coming up to the main road. I just have to walk down about a quarter of a mile to the roadway and where I arranged to get picked up. I've reached the location for my pickup, and I'm gonna sit on a bench here. I think I'm a little early at my ride. Mrs. Drew should be along very soon. So, very good path. I actually like the later path because there's longer intervals without interruption. And I do like the fact that, there's not as much use early in the morning. It's open, unfortunately, to the sun, but there is a nice breeze blowing today. So if those conditions stay the same, it would be really good. Now there's a lot of people riding on it. They're using bicycles. They're using, electric bikes. There is people all running, but a lot of them have music playing, which I find annoying, personally.